We interrupt our program to bring you a special broadcast. The German news agency, Transocean, said today the broadcast... Here's a...
Yes! 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 Motherfucker! Yes!
Yes! Yes!
Guess who's back? Back again. Ben is back. Tell a friend. Guess who's back? I can't use the actual song cause of copyright. Fuck them bitches. Fuck 'em.
Eyes and ears do not deceive you, Kryptonians. I'm sure just like me, you have been on social media today catching wind of all the crazy shit going on in DC right before DC fandom hits this weekend. Like me, I am sure you lost your shit. Like your brainstem just got up, packed its bags, and walked right out of your brain as soon as you saw the news that Ben Affleck, yes, BATFLECK as we affectionately call him, is returning to be Batman. He is going to be reprising his role as Batman and Bruce Wayne in the upcoming Flash movie, which still stars Ezra Miller and is directed by Andy Muschietti. Naturally, I had a very even keel reaction to this sort of thing. I have to find a way to keep my composure in a video like this. Like, I'm going to be excited about a lot of things this weekend. I have a live stream on Saturday that I'm going to be doing reacting to DC fandom. And then I have another video that I'm going to be doing breaking down DC fandom in a traditional video format. And so I have a lot of things to be excited about. But I just could not let this go without saying something about it. I have to, because that's how important Batfleck is to me. I will be the first to admit right here on camera in this video that I was wrong. I was wrong about Ben Affleck. I thought that it was done. I was one of those people that was kind of at peace with it. I had kind of accepted it and moved on. Like, I love Batfleck, but I just didn't see a way back for him becoming Batman again. Apparently, this news comes from Vanity Fair, and in the article, there's a bunch of great quotes from some kind of interview that Andy Muschietti and his wife Barbara have done ahead of DC fandom. Apparently, they actually went to Ben a few months ago and tried to gauge his interest in returning as Batman. And this isn't just like one of those cases where it was just a random Friday a couple of weeks ago and they were like, hey, Ben, you want to be Batman? And then just now he was like, oh yeah, sure, I'd love to do that. No, this was probably in the works for a while. We heard that Ben took a look at the script last week and then he finally got on board and accepted it this week, and that's why we're just now hearing the news now. I will admit the timing is kind of suspicious, don't you think? Like I said, DC fandom is in a couple of days. It's Saturday. That's going to be a huge day in terms of news. Fans are going to be going crazy. So why release this type of news ahead of DC fandom? I mean, hell, we were going to find out stuff about The Flash during that day anyways, right? That kind of makes me think that there's even bigger news on the way at DC fandom, because I don't see why you would let your big news like this, like Ben Affleck coming back, it's huge, colossal news in the world of DC. I don't see why you would let that happen, but then, like, DC fandom comes and you don't have something that's as big or better. I don't know, maybe it was just a matter of somebody in the Warner Brother, AT&T, Warner Media office fucked up. Like, maybe some intern left the news laying around and then some reporter was passing by the building and I don't know. I'm just saying, I don't know how this information got out. I don't know why, but the timing is definitely suspicious, and it makes me think that there's other things that they're holding back on that they will announce during DC fandom. But since this is the big news involving Ben, they wanted to get it out of the way. Another big nugget that I took away from this article was Barbara saying that, hey, Ben was actually in a bad place when he left Batman. Obviously, it's been chronicled, it's been documented over the years, like what playing Batman took out of Ben and all the other problems going on in his life at the time that he walked away. It's interesting to see Barbara Muschietti bring that up as part of their thinking, because they were thinking, okay, we're going to have to convince this guy. He's obviously had a tough run of it. He had a bunch of other things going on in his life. He doesn't want to be Batman anymore. And to hear them say that Ben was so open about it, was so like welcoming to it, and also I think in one of those articles it said that Ben added some notes to the script. Could be wrong about that, but the point is, I don't think that Ben Affleck and Michael Keaton, who is also confirmed to reprise his role as Batman and Bruce Wayne from the Tim Burton movies, I don't think that these two actors would sign on to a project like this unless they really were interested and excited in that script by Christina Hodson, who is writing The Flash, She wrote Birds of Prey. She's somebody who I think is going to be writing Batgirl in the next few years. We know that the Flash movie is going to be an altered version of Flashpoint. Like, they're going to take bits and pieces and elements of Flashpoint and blend it into a story that brings the multiverse to the forefront. And by the way, let's give Ana de Armas some love. Let's give her some flowers. I mean, say what you want to about her as an actress. For the record, I think she's pretty good. Obviously, she's a very beautiful, very attractive woman, but there's something about that woman's punani. There's something about her that has rubbed off on Ben and made him so happy and so healthy that he would be willing to go back to being Batman. I said this on social earlier, you're not going to be able to convince me that her pootie wop didn't have something to do with it, okay? She's got that kung fu gorilla grip. She has that man locked down. I'm surprised that a baby hasn't been announced yet. Umberto did come out and say, okay guys, but that doesn't mean that we're going to be getting like an HBO Max series with Ben Affleck again. It doesn't mean that we're getting a solo Batfleck movie. First of all, Umberto, shut the fuck up, okay? You're either 6 in the hand or a half dozen in the other. We don't know what's going to come out of your mouth next. You say a bunch of shit, half of it turns out to be right, and the other half of it sounds like something that I could have made up just sitting here in front of this video. Umberto is the same man that said that the Snyder Cut was a pipe dream and was never going to happen, okay? He's the same guy that predicted a bunch of wild shit for BVS that never actually happened. All I'm saying is, I think that we should have grown beyond the point of definitively saying something in this biz where we say, okay, this definitively isn't going to happen, or this definitely isn't going to happen. Obviously, Ben coming back is proof enough that we don't know what the hell's gonna happen. Maybe he does want to come back and maybe do a mini-series or do a small movie on HBO Max. I don't know. It feels like since the Snyder Cut, there's been like a domino effect of great things happening for DC fans, and it feels like all of a sudden the doors are all kicked down. There's a world of possibilities. Everything that you thought couldn't happen before, maybe it could actually happen now. Either way, guys, I'm incredibly excited about Batfleck coming back. He's one of my all-time favorite Batman. I can't wait to see him in the Flash movie. Can't wait to see if there's other announcements involving Ben and Batman, and I just can't wait for DC fandom. It's going to be such a huge day for all the fans.
Yes! Yes!
Definitely some interesting tidbits if you look at that article and you see what Andy and Barbara were saying about his Batman and how it fit in with Ezra and how it ties into the multiverse. Just some interesting stuff. You guys should read that article. Guys, Ben Affleck is back. He has returned to the role of Batman. What do you think about it? What was your reaction when you heard the news? Let's talk about it. Hit me up in the comment section down below. Please like and subscribe to the Superfan Show. And as always, if you like what you see, tell me how you feel and stay tuned to hear more from the Man of Steel. He's back.